All right, well, peace. I just want to come back with a quick little another video, man. It's crazy because shout out to because actually crazy because I actually let me throw this away. Hold on. Yeah, it's crazy because yeah, I actually got a flash shirt on DC, but I was actually gonna go into it because shout out to Brad for sending me first one because last night class I actually fell asleep on it midway, but anyway, man, the beginning they was talking about like like kind of like predestination or like pretty much, man. Know it. The pretty much, man, everything's is of the pretty much, man, everything's of the Lord's will, man. And think about it like this, man, because anybody that's curious about it, man, too, and also too, it's the power. Like I had to realize, like when I first, like when I even I say it's like that's all I say when I first came in knowledge, when I first came in the word, things like that nature. Also, to make sure because it's always the power dynamics, man. Because what, and that's what like pretty much like the brother said me first program goes into power dynamics, man. Because that's why how Shai even in that, man, says, listen, man, like there's a reason why, like because what it is too, because this is all going into the Lord's will, and you know it's God's going to the Lord's will, and I wasn't gonna say about like when it's everything's of the Lord's will when He chooses you, things of that nature. But even think about this too, right? Because like a lot of times be mindful of certain things. Be because what it is, it's always a power struggle, things of that nature, pretty much, man. Because a lot of times, like even when certain relationships, and man, like a woman says to like one, listen, like the brother, like don't even worry about like one, just like move on. Pretty much, I say I speak as a man. Just move on, man, because a lot of people get caught up with that. No, I broke up with her, and I broke up with him. Pretty much, to say that's really the power dynamic, man. That's what. But seriously, but in John 15, what I'm about to get into, that's what Yahushua That's why I said, listen, I chose it. I chose you, pretty much, man. You didn't choose me, man. It kind of like actually, actually that, and that's what it is too, because with the power dynamic with um like that's why I'm actually glad I used that example as with the man woman dynamic, man, because that's what Jeremiah 6:2. He said, listen, I've chosen you, pretty much per se. You don't think you chose me. Listen, no, it's you. No, I chose you, man. Your spirit just bear witness to it, man. It's nothing that you did, things of that nature, man. So I just want to go into that, man, because I was mentioning because I got on the flash shirt, ironically, because crazy because I was picked to LaShara last night. Then I was like, no, I'm gonna talk about this, man, because the brother was talking about it. But think about it like this as well. But going back to the point though, let me finish that point off real quick. Let me just read John 15 real quick. And also too, like that's why certain things like because all aspect of it, it's all in the spiritual aspect. It's all like or like the holy mirror, like I like to say. It's all aspect of that, man. Because too, as men, like honestly, be mindful of that. Just little things like certain things like when pretty much like he's the cat, like the video we talked about, the video I did a while back. Like he's the most high house shots to catch. We're not the catch at all, man. That's why it's always like the volume of the book is bringing up the most high in your house shot, man. Because even like his listen, man, too. That's why I made that video the other day about how Adam had certain things going on before the before Eve existed, man. Just like the second Adam had that he was there, like that's why I didn't know. Let's go. That's why John. Well, I'm actually here in John 10 right now. That's why they got mad at him. No, let me look at this real quick. Because I was okay, yeah. No, let me see. Is this what I want? That's why they got mad at him. They wanted to kill him when he said, "I was before Abraham was." Like I was before. Like he was pretty much per se. I'm here right now, but I think is it John 10. It's all good if I can't. It's all good if I don't gotta read it. But the point is being is that yeah, he's Alpha Omega, man. Like he had stuff like going on before, like we was even established as a nation, man. So it's always akin to like, like, but I said for man, brothers, be mindful of that, man. Like, when a woman, because a lot of times when we do live in the mother goddess, like, divine feminine time period now, like Jeremiah 31:22, like, with feminism and all that stuff like that. When, and this also over the years, like, when we see in movies, like, when women, like, she's the catch and things, and it's just that kind of programming. You have women that out here that's like, of course, a lot of women have that mentality. Not all of them, but a lot of them had that mentality. Like, they're the catch. Like, they're one of the, like, no, man, don't do that, man, because it's the same. It's like kind of reflection. It's like saying, it's like us saying, like, us, like, no, because a lot of times people even said this, man. A lot of our people have this mentality, like, or just a lot of people that have this mentality, they could, even other people, don't mind, people's have mentality like, okay, I'm waiting for the Most High house. I'm waiting for them to see me. Like, who are you? Like, like, where was you? Like, where he's going to question you, people like that, he's going to question you like he did Job. Like, where were you when the foundations of the earth was laid? When I created the sea, when I created the heavens, when I know every name of every star, I like, or Edris, man, he said, listen, do you know how much fire weighs? You know how much, like, rivers are under sea? That, like, where are y'all at, man? So that's just another thing too, because I said to say, brothers, too, be mindful of that, man, because, like, when they always want to be the catch, like, where they, just want to, yeah, it's just, no, that's not how that goes. So, yeah. And it's a difference between, like, not, because like the video I did a while back, it's nothing, like, a simp is not loving your it's not brother, somebody got upset with me with this, but simp is not like loving your woman at all. That's not a simp. A simp is like pretty much like, anybody can be simp in any relationship dynamic, but but more of so cases, the more accurate point, the more accurate dynamic is to put it with a man and woman. That's where you usually put it. It's just not when you're giving your all. It's not pretty much reciprocating. That person doesn't feel, and that woman doesn't feel like any that really could care less about you, pretty much. So that's a simp, man. So when you're going all the way, and it's not love, it's not reciprocated. It's not you showing love, and then that's not what's simp at all. But anyway, that's just is what it is, man. But let's go to John chapter 15. No, my bad for these little, my little soliloquies sometimes and my little sidebars, But let me get to John chapter 15, though, real quick, man, because, let's get this, John chapter 15, verse 16, he says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go forth and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain. And whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, that he may give it to you. So, yeah, I'm about to get to that in a minute, what that fruit is. But think about it like this, too, because I got my Flash t-shirt on, man. That's how, like, when I think of that, too, like, I always think of, too, like, Green Lantern, the comic book, man. That this is his will, like, it's like the Green Lantern. The ring has to choose you, pretty much. It has to see things, aspects that they see, things that good aspects that qualities. That's what the Most High did with men in the scriptures, man. Like, he saw men that he liked, saw men. Most High, he also saw characters and things that he liked about them, and he called them, like just all over scriptures, but But yeah, man, that's just is what it is, though, man. That's just the fact that that's this thing about that. The Green Lantern ring, it has to choose you, man. That's like the word, man, because like you didn't choose, like we didn't choose. I didn't choose the Most High Yahweh. Shoot, I didn't do that. The Spirit bear witness, but it wasn't because that's just knowing. Just think about that, like because this it's all about power dynamics. Because I remember it was a classic Martin episode, man. Because it was going into how Martin and Gina met, and they was all given in the room, giving different encounters of the story, man. And Martin Gina's like Gina's aspect is like, no, okay, I was interested in him. I wanted him. Like she kind of made him, kind of nerdy, had glasses on, and and he kept he was like she was okay, he pursued her, but but then Martin, his aspect, it was funny, it was hilarious. He came in like he was the Mac. Remember the Mac? There's an old black exploitation movie called The Mac with Richard Pryor was in it, and I forgot his name, but yeah, he was he came in that aspect, man. But then of course they all gave the perspective. Their Tommy, Pam, Cole, they just gave what happened, what actually happened. But just remember, that's why I mentioned that relationship example earlier, man, because that's is what it is. Like a man and a woman, like the Most High house child in Israel, man. Pretty much, like he said, he chose you, pretty much. You say, like, this is always the man that does the choosing. It's like in the law, like, the man, he gives it, even the ancient world, of course, like, even other nations did as well. But our ancestors, our forefathers, our ancestors, like, they would get, they would picked who they would be given to marriage, man. They won't be getting, they wouldn't. That's why we have the confusion we have on when women are pretty much allowed to pick their husbands and pick their men. That's going to be confusion and chaos. And even sometimes we even like even not absolving the men too, because it's actually the onus is on us, pretty much, to say, because it's all reflection. I'm just using that as an example, but that's just is what it is too, man. So that's why, as the power, listen, I chose you, pretty much, like, it's the same Psalms. This is in the same as Psalms 82:6, man. Like, ye are gods, like, but it means judges, like, but like I mentioned, Second Esdras, like we read in Second Esdras 7:19 the other day, like there's no judge above the Most High, pretty much, man. In the Most High ain't house, because the Most High, even above us, because Christ is our head, and the Most High said Himself, "Listen, I leave judgment to the Son," pretty much, and in the most, and Yahweh, of course, said, "Listen, even He said, listen, I could like in the kingdom, I can want certain people like that's there, like, but that's up to my Father." So. But yeah, so that's why I would say that. But yeah, man, that's just what it is, man. It's that dynamic there. But listen, like, everything's of the Lord's will, man. But let me just go into this fruit a little bit, because that fruit is the fruits of the Spirit, man. So, yeah, those just bear very much fruit. So yeah, and you'll be known by the fruits, man. Just like Yahweh said, you'll be known by the fruits, man, on earth, on heaven, and on earth, man. Because remember, He said, listen. Yeah, so your fruit shall remain, man. So that's the word in you, of course. And that's just walking in the Spirit. Like, I think one of the brothers in Discord have put that, man. But let me grab that Galatians, then we hit this inside right. Galatians chapter 5. It says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there's no law. Exactly. So that's that fruit he's talking about. Shout out to brother Simon Firstmore, because he pointed that out. Because I just thought, like, it's pretty obvious, but I thought the fruit that he's saying different. I thought it was something like, no, I thought it was along those lines, but I thought it was like more of what Yahshua said, about your fruits, but fruit more actions. But that's what it's lined up to. Kind of both, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is too, man. Because everything. Let me hit this Romans 9 real quick, man. Because everything's of the Lord's will, man. That's just is what it is, man. It's nothing that I did or we did as a nation or anybody else did. It's all the Lord's will. That's what that Romans 9 is. It says, for first Romans chapter 9 verse, I'll start verse 10. It's I'll start verse 9. For this was the word of promise: at this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also conceived by one, even our father Isaac. Verse 11, for the child not being yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that is purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth, calleth. Exactly. Then it was said, the elder, oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, elder shall serve younger, as Jacob and Esau. So yeah, man. But let me read this 11 again. For the children, not being yet born, neither have done any good or evil, that which is the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but him that calleth. So yeah, man. So it's nothing that they did. It's all the Most High in Yahweh as well. Pretty much it was that will. I have wisdom of Psalm 12 and 11 right there. Let me see that, because I know Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Same thing with yeah. Exactly. Same thing with Canaan, man. Like, yeah, let's get this wisdom song with Canaan, man, because that was just it was just like, of course with Ham, the curse was put on Canaan. And, it was all the most and one, it was really of Ham's actions, but two, listen, but it was from the beginning, it was just ordained that to happen. But Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 verse 11. For it was a cursed seed from the beginning. Neither didst thou fear of any man give them pardon for the things wherein they sin. So yeah, man. So yeah, so all the most out of your house as well, man. Like, yeah, exactly. Let me grab this too, because remember like the Green Lantern example I gave, because Green Lantern, everybody knows follows comics, DC comic, or just in the comic world in general. If you know anything about the Green Lantern Corps, it has to choose you. It has different things. And there's different corps, like I forgot, because it's different things, like there's a Peace Corps, there's the yellow is like with Sinestro, that's just you know um it is what it is. I'm forgetting. I gotta look more into that. But let me get into Sirach though, man, because going into like the Green Lantern example I use about the ring, because because it's all of like the Most High house shot. These are men that they stamp, like as a no. Let me just get it, because I'm about to get this in this rule about. It says, let me grab this Ecclesiasticus chapter. Ecclesiasticus chapter 49 verse 11. How shall we magnify Zerubbabel? Even he was a signet on the right hand. So yeah, man, the signet is like a ring. Means he was stamped. Exactly. Kind of line up with the Green Lantern ring example. Like, it chose you. Like the Most High chose Zerubbabel. He was like, he got stamped by these were men though. Listen, that's why I always say, listen, you gotta watch how you say certain things about certain people in the scriptures, man. Like, because people say things about Moses, David, Jacob, shoot Yahweh Shah, like, listen, like, yeah, Yahweh Shah, different people in the scriptures, like, Noah, things of that nature, but listen, man, these were men that got genealogies in heaven. Adam, genealogies in heaven, or Eve, genealogies in heaven, like, even here. So, these were people, men that was men and people that was stand by the Most High house, man. So, that's just another thing too, man. But yeah, man, I just want to touch on that too, man, because everything's all the will of the Most High house. So hopefully this is edifying, man. Yeah, that's really much it I got on that. So peace.